take that. You're able to respond in the search and destroy, clutching up in the round 11. But the most important impressive thing was that 3-0 on the invasion control. You have players like Hydra going almost triple negative, but enough about that. It's time to get into our first matchup of the day. Winner moves on to top 4.
A 6-star to start. We're going to have High Rise for map number 2. You can see it all at the bottom part of their screen as a Booya. How about him? And we talked about it. If he was running this AR all year long, he would have been far and away probably the rookie of the year, and he's starting things off hot here for Vancouver.
Yeah, that was the recipe for success yesterday versus Cloud9. The ARs played outstanding. Rezi and the Booya were 2 men on a mission with those ARs in hand, and already into this P1, they were finding a little bit of success, but you can see Carolina swing their way back on in, all the kills going in their favor, and now they're continuously soaking up this P1 time.
We talked to this Vancouver team, we're saying, hey, Hook is coming way different today. What's been the sauce? He's just feeling confident. He's now back to nuke form and will clean shots at range. Gwen able to respond to one, and he actually gets the second as well. Nade will take him out of the picture. Hardpoint goes neutral, but you look at the minimap, and you got Vancouver setting up P2 first.
Yeah, Surge have the rotation over towards Nu, but Carolina on your minimap, they're finding all the kills to that front side, so that's already 3 dead. If you are Vancouver now, you have to play for these kills instead of playing for the objective, but now the reinforcements are here, the trades are in, and Carolina hold on to the first push.
Really clean stuff for Vancouver, and now they're trying to get a little bit of separation from this next hit. Hook hitting the pinch. He's able to find not just 1, but 2. A teammate unfortunately lands right into the lap of Fellow, and as 04 tries to step up, it will be Beans to shut down the play. So maybe one more chance here for Carolina to try to break.
Yeah, it wasn't Carolina holding, it was actually Vancouver in the 2v4. Great plays out of 04 to basically take the lead right on back. 30 seconds still to fight for here. You have Beans finding a double. I feel like that's what that young man has been able to bring to this roster. Just that slaying ability. 9 and 3 start. Already on 4 in a row. Only 20 seconds still to fight for here at this P2. And you already see on your minimap that they're taking a step ahead. Felony nice and early off that rotation to do.
Good pinch though coming off for Hook. Just trying to play for the rest of the scrap time. Beans gets to 5 in a row before falling. And this has been really kind of a paradoxical start for Carolina. Fellow's just at 0-3, while Beans is 10-4. So the dichotomy of the ARs is completely separate at the moment.
But if you remember yesterday for Carolina, these are the 2 hills that they tended to struggle with versus OpTic Gaming. These P3s and P4s, they couldn't find early successful breaks, and that led to them walking away with the game by 100 points. So starting off at least trading effectively, Felony able to come out on top. You were also able to flip those spawns towards the back end. So successful rotation from Carolina. Now you just got to run up that score.
No trophy system here though for the Royal Ravens. Seattle setting up for their break attempt around the outsides. Fellow in trouble. Going to be stunned and naded. Gwyn though from the front, just holding on to the waterfall jump up. He's going to take down 2. Long pinch on the way from Hoop, but that's shut down by Beans. So just when you thought for a moment that Vancouver were going to find entryway, Carolina say no, not today in the last 18 seconds.
And look at how well they are playing so far. A flawless hold. You're starting to take the map away from them. Beans already finds himself on another 4-3. Make it 5, trying to earn himself his first cruise missile, but unfortunately, again, does get shut down on 5 in a row. But that is a flawless hold right there from Carolina. Seattle Surge able to get those final 10 seconds, but at least you already have a couple players off that rotation. But Vancouver, they said screw the rotation. We're going right through the middle of the map.
Beans is gunning. 17-7. Peeling players off headies. It just seems like no gunfight is a bad one for him to take at the moment. And with that, the Royal Ravens find themselves up about 40 points. Time being earned. Pinch also on the way. Carolina just spreading the map, and Vancouver have no idea how to deal with it. Hook, the last one standing, tries to force the engagement, but he's shut down, and 3 Ravens will survive.
And that's Beans trusting his teammates. He was holding down security, realizing, okay, you guys are spawning on the opposing side. I just want to hold these angles. You guys got to clutch up on those gunfights. And clutch up on every single one of them to still hold on to this hard point. He's having himself one hell of a start to this series. Already breaching that 100-point mark, still 20 seconds to fight for, and this is perfect for Carolina. This junk time is going to be yours, and you're already showing presence around that mid-map.
I mean, when Beans is finding not just kills, but damage like this, I'm sure TJ's like, I'm in there. Like, let me run and fly at him. And it's working out beautifully through this first set of hills for the side of Carolina. Beans is still just popping off. 20-8. More damage. Talon slows down this next hit for the Surge, who have to just group up and try to flood this from mid.
Right now, 04 is not having the best performance, and neither is Brad. You got to turn it around on the second half of the game. There goes the SMG duo to strike. They're able to find a double with TJ now with the AR. He's trying to get it done. Unfortunately, does fall, so the break comes in for Surge. But this is the time you need to get back into this game and also maintain those spawns for next.
And it does look like they have an idea that Beans is here, but it doesn't make a difference. This guy is unbelievable right now. 21-10, eventually shut down. Hook holding on to the interior of the bar, up and over the head. He's able to find one, leaving Gwyn by himself, but there's no follow-up. 04 is tagged, he can't come on back through, and just as soon as he makes the challenge, TJ turns that into 2, and Gwyn follows up to cleanly wipe out the floor.
And now this is where Carolina can be the aggressors. They're already walking away with this final 20 of junk time, but Surge realizing, all right, this game is starting to get out of hand. We can't give this up for free. We're still going to try to go for the contest, and a Booza with the double is going to be able to secure that final 10 seconds. Vancouver again start off with the initial spawns for the backside of P2. You just cannot allow Carolina to slay their way through the front and make it way more mixy.
And you might just need to slow down for a beat here if you're Surge. I mean, you're dealing with a 12 and 32 between Brezzy and 04 combined. That's not good, and also not very common. But as Vancouver start to set themselves up with the spawns, now it's just down to if they can break the hills and jump into a Surge listening.
I'm getting you, Phil. He's front. I'm coming for them. I need it. I need it. Keep putting. I'm getting you. Nice. Go in. Run mid live. He's on time. He's like back corner. Okay.
Yeah.
Was mid live, guys. I got deep. Nice. That's you. You got
one guy's cutting mid.
Yeah, go mid. I'm here.
I'm pretty sure he's mid somewhere.
Is that someone? Okay, that's you.
Watch that curve.
Left side.
Give me a second.
Close right. Yeah, right. Jordan, right.
Yo, he's in white.
He's 20 dead.
Nice job.
In white on me?
One time. 1 HP time. Hop up. 1 HP.
I'm showing white. One guy's.
I'm long right now.
Show me.
Front guys.
Yeah, we can go.
On time. Baby white.
Well, Hook is trying to inject some energy, but still, Carolina winning on rotation as they grow their lead back to 60+, so we bounce right into a Royal Ravens listening.
All right, nice. Flip. I'm blocking. Watch out. He's out of Tctekk.
I have blue.
I'm looking wood, Teach. I have wood.
What do you want, boys and pop?
Wood, 04 dead.
Blue mid, bro.
Upstairs, I'm one shot. There two. Open
my
front hop's open. I'm looking wood. I have wood. Get my hop. I have wood.
I'm trying to get it. Oh, hop up.
I'm looking wood. Nice, I'm going into wood. One more hop. Nice, good shit.
Open.
Nice guy. I'm doing that, Ben. Listen, I'm going office. Listen, I'm going office, okay? Yeah, I'm coming to new. Get to new. It could be you, Isaiah. It could be you. No. We're gonna wrap the.
Let me come out here.
Might play duo.
I'm looking to your top.
You look lobby, Ben.
Look mid. Just hold my ear. One more, their side. Going top office. One to hit the deep right, I think. Brezzy top office. Brezzy top office.
Take some on the break, guys.
And the comms from the Roy Ravens is fantastic. You can already hear Beans. No one is messing with him right now on the map. 32 and 13. He's finding a 2-piece, finding a 3-piece. The only thing he has yet to earn on this map is a cruise missile, but he is shooting tremendously straight right now.
I mean, it's just Carolina could do no wrong. Everyone is sitting at massively positive stat lines. 04 finally starting to heat up just a touch. A double there keeps the Vancouver Surge into the new hard point. 35 seconds till the fight for, and Carolina looking to set up from mid-hit.
Still a lot of time, though, at that P4 HP, but if you are Vancouver, you got to make sure you're maintaining around the rest of the map, but that initial 2 kills going in favor of Carolina, they're going to apply all that pressure through mid-connector, but Hook and a Booza combined for 3, so this is a potential start back up for Surge. You need to walk away with this final 15. You're already showing a lot of pressure over towards that middle of the map, but if you pay attention to your mini-map, Felony gets blessed with a free pinch spawn, and he's also able to get that kill.
And the last 2 left alive are the 2 players that you need to start seeing wake up. Now it's just down to 04, trying to get out and save his life. Not going to happen. Gwyn turns that into a double, and it's just the quickness, the tempo that Carolina are putting on the map. Vancouver cannot hang with. Unreal scenes, 50 seconds to fight for here at New, and Ravens could win the game right here.
That's crazy when you talk about tempo, because on the opposing side, you got 04 and Hook, who are the 2 fastest players that we had throughout the entire season. Just not in sync right now. Carolina are able to breach that 200-point mark. They're continuously running up the score. Booza trying to put himself in a position to not let this time get away from him. But every time you turn, there's another player from Carolina ready for the gunny. Already 3 dead in the feed. Gwyn on 5 in a row. They can still win it here.
I don't know what these guys had for breakfast or lunch, but I'm going to need it immediately sent to room service, because, oh my goodness, even Fellow getting involved. Booza's double gets immediately countered out by one of Beans, and now all of a sudden, it's all Ravens just trying to take this over the finish line, and why not? Fellow getting aggressive. Beans right there to follow up as, well, they will at least maybe see one more hill, but look at the setup. TJ still finding kills, and the Ravens are going to fly on into a map 1 win.
Yeah, and the spawns all the way so across the map for Vancouver. They're not going to have an opportunity to get back into the game. And Carolina Royal Ravens, the team that has preferred this hard points versus this Vancouver squad, they get another one added to the tally in dominant fashion to go up 1-0.
I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, walking double kills for every single member of the Carolina Royal Ravens. And for Brezzy at 04, the monitor's on because, wow, I don't think we've seen them get bullied that badly in a long time.
Showed up a little bit late to the party, man. They were not ready to spawn in on the 6-star. Obviously, if you're Carolina, you had the opportunity yesterday to play this versus OpTic. You were able to go back and realize the mistakes that you were able to make. You needed to step up in the pacing. That was fantastic. But the slaying department was way too easy. It was a 40 burger right there out of Mr. Beans. And then 30 plus out of Gwyn. He started to turn up out of nowhere. Also 2 minutes and 20 seconds in the hill. And if you're TFL, it's all about 12 and 17. I promise you, he's leading in the comms, making sure everything is orchestrated properly. And that was a dominant opening hard point.
They didn't need him.
No.
I mean, wow. Unreal scenes. Nearly 6K damage for 2 members on the Ravens.
On working this objective, I feel like they did not get a single plant yesterday versus OpTic because they made it very tough, especially showing a lot of presence towards top hella. You cannot get early picked off.
Yeah, that's the big part, and I think the person you're looking at in particular could just come down to TJ. I think he had 4 first deaths in that matchup versus OpTic when we were casting them. So that's going to be kind of a focus point, whereas for Vancouver, they were one of the top search and destroy teams at one moment in time throughout this year. So can they continue to find success here? Opening first blood, good for 04. That's a heck of a way to start, too, especially after the slow hard point. Follow-up good from Abuza, keeping 04 safe, and that's now a 4v2 for Vancouver.
Yeah, that's the dynamic duo right there for Surge. Making sure you're having each other's backs covered. Now it turns into a 2v4, Beans and Fellow. Left to try to clutch on up. You can already see Vancouver getting aggressive up on the map. Hook is just waiting to strike. He finds that kill on the Beans. 1v4 for Felony. He's only able to take down 1, and that is a perfect response to stop the bleeding off of that map, number 1. Come out swinging in round 1 and search and destroy.
I think as well, on top of that, you know, 04 finding first blood is just part of the equation. It's where he finds it.
Yes.
If Vancouver can continue to have that pit dominance, that's been one of their linchpins towards success on the entirety of the year, is being able to freely go from underground to underground, using bottom blue as kind of a route that they can both utilize both on the defensive side as well as on the offensive. So to be interested to see if 04 can just really kind of feel himself out down towards bottom blue in that underground area. Yeah,
just continue to play around your teammates. Obviously, that was an orchestrated setup there. You find that first blood, you back down, you throw a shoulder, gain the info, and set up Abuza for that second kill. So teamwork makes the dream work for this Surge roster, and Abuza this time around, he's able to find that first blood all the way across the map. 04 getting aggressive. The confidence is roaring through this young man. Already to a 3-0 star, trying to make it 4, but he's just going to play his life.
Yeah, really smart route here from 04. Takes this player out of the A windows. Follow-up is easy from Hook. And wow, okay, this has been just as convincing as the hard point was for Carolina. Nice shots from TJ. Can he find a second, though? He's going to get overwhelmed from his left and right simultaneously, and that will be enough for, again, Surge to take a quick first blood and turn that into an easy round.
Yeah, and you're probably expecting there, if you are Carolina, all right, they're not going to get aggressive on offense. There's no trophy system still to work with, so we're just going to spread the map out and see what they're going to throw at us. But when you find Abuza getting that first blood from window to window, that makes it a lot easier because now you have the man advantage. 04 already took a lot of space over there towards the propane for that second kill. And then you know Hook is bound to be in the play somewhere. He sets up the pinch for the final. And then TJ left in the 1v3, stood no chance. So Vancouver, 2 rounds in a row.
Look back over this route from 04, like we talked about, using that blue side of the map. Definitely something to keep in the back of our minds here. Is now 04, Hook going to try to make a play over towards A. And that's going to be convincing control over towards Helly's side. Fellow in trouble, but the wallbang does not connect, so 04 will still stay on just a 4-0 start.
They have a lot of their bases covered over towards this B site. They realize that it's not going to be easy to work this objective over towards A. Positioning right now out of Abuza, holding down that B lane by himself.
Yep.
This is such a crucial spot to try to shut down this play in 04. Sitting on 0-4, but we potentially are going to have an engagement on the cards through bottom blue. Look at the play.
Yeah, absolutely the case. You also see Brezzy was kind of watching the backside of this, and yeah, this is a really good late rotation here from the side of Vancouver. You called it perfectly, Jay. Abuza's out there by himself, but 04 getting the cross, and then Hook coming back over from the front side at Helly will once again utilize that bottom underground position to overwhelm Carolina. It starts with the long crossing battles, but it finishes with a close-up action.
It's just beautifully played right there out of Vancouver, man. Like, making the play come to them. The fact that Abuza is able to find 1, but also the second kill as well. 04 didn't even have to shoot his gun. Their setups right now are flawless. They're realizing of what Carolina are trying to throw at them, taking the ground away. When you're finding success in that first blood category, now 3 rounds in a row, always up in the man advantage is going to make your job a lot easier.
Oh, yeah. And the cushion of 3 rounds allows you to do some weird things if you want to. Just keep Carolina on the back foot. This has been as convincing as any search we've seen so far on the weekend. And how about this? 3-man hit over towards the A side of the map initially. Fellow up top, going to be catching some nades. I don't know if he gets tagged by that, though. 04 is in a good spot to watch for the jump peek, and yep, he will confirm that. Fellows here at Windows.
Oh, and another first blood, this time out of Brezzy. Look at how aggressive, though, Carolina take over towards that B street. They take that away from Vancouver, but they said, screw that. We're just going to find that first blood across the map. And now in the man advantage, this is where you have the playmakers ready to make some plays. Hook roaming through bottom pit. Sort of has a read that there's at least a couple players around this site, puts down shots into Beans, but just going to give the info to his team.
Stun lands, Brezzy on the hunt, and that should be isolation. I mean, this is perfect in every form of the word. Absolute perfection from Vancouver. They have gotten, what, 4 deaths at most? And we're 4 rounds in. This has been beautiful.
You can always rely on Vancouver Surge to show that teamwork prowess in Search and Destroy specifically. They have been great from the start of the season. They're closing out the season as one of the top teams in this mode for a reason. As that's now, what, 4 first bloods?
Yep.
They're slowly working around the map. You're forcing Carolina to change their defensive look because a lane is open. Someone has to sort of pick that up, and then every time that lane gets switched out, a player is making his way through, making the plays.
That's exactly it. It's legitimately layer after layer. It is checkpoint Call of Duty of hit condition 1, move to condition 2, find success there, and, well, Brezzy, an aggressive battle through mid. But again, because that player at mid is not being able to watch anything, who gets into the site for free? He's got help up top over towards elevators. I mean, again, Vancouver are getting the defensive setup that they want.
They're already trying to take B Street away from them, but they do not read the positioning out of TJ. He gets aggressive over towards the Propane side. Finally, a first blood in favor of the Ravens. They have the man advantage, and they also were able to isolate onto Abuza. So this should be a round in the 4v2. Just got to play your trades correctly.
I will say I like the idea from Abuza right there, though, to try to come around the backside of the play, but Carolina are very privy to it. And now it is just down to Brezzy, and he's been figured out a while ago in terms of him playing towards A windows. Could have danced with the devil a little bit here as he resets the position, but bomb will be planted, and this will be a 1v4 chance for him.
Yeah, Brezzy's on 4 in a row, so how aggressive he decide to be in this situation. He could potentially earn himself a cruise missile, and he's not going to even attempt to try to clutch up on this round. Carolina had them trapped in towards the back. Don't know if they're going to try to play for this kill to not allow him to potentially pick up that cruise, but everyone is sending it.
Yep. Stuns won't land initially, but it looks like Brezzy will be caught from behind here. Or maybe not. Okay, decent attempt, but good heads-up awareness from Carolina. Don't allow him to have a chance to keep playing for this. If he earns a cruise missile, this search is just done.
Yeah. Thankfully, TJ was able to put himself in a position for that first blood. Finds that kill onto the player on top Propane. And then into the 3v4, Abuza realizes, okay, we're in a man disadvantage. I have to try to make something happen. Gets aggressive up through the B street and was not prepared for 2 players to turn that corner. So Vancouver successful on the round after getting that first blood, but you need a couple more to even get yourself back into this game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, big time. But, hey, first blood turns into a first-round win. Okay, we can work with that. Just comes down to can they change the patterns of the trends, which have still been largely controlled by what the Surge have been able to do. Gwyn quickly in towards the site. Beans now looking to get a little bit more aggressive towards B alley. TJ playing the opposite side of the map, and Vancouver will continue to try to just work towards this bottom pit angle.
Showing a lot of presence through bottom mid, but TJ now taking a little bit of pages out of Shotzzy's book. Finds that second first blood of the map. Early man advantage in favor of Carolina, but Hook is just ready to go. The nuke strikes. He's only able to take down 1, and Gwyn and TJ respond with 2, so Abuza now in a 1v3.
Yeah, I love that from Carolina. I mean, you get the first blood, but nothing gets aggressive afterwards. What we've seen to this point, and this is not just extensional towards this particular map, but what we've seen throughout the weekend is if Vancouver can get a first blood, they're going to run at you.
Yeah.
If they get first-blooded, they're going to try to slow down and find one guy to hit her out. So the fact that Carolina have gotten a good read on the pacing that Seattle, or Vancouver, pardon me, have been able to pull is a good sign towards potentially bringing this map back.
Yeah, the mid-game adjustments are starting to come in for Carolina. They have realized that, okay, we can't give up our first bloods for free. Let's stall out these rounds a little bit and force Vancouver to switch up their defensive looks. That's now 2 rounds in a row for them. This time a different approach. They're going to double stack through bottom mid. They're instantly going to contest over towards that B street, so that objective might get instantly planted.
But I love this read from TJ. He sees the defensive stun get thrown towards top blue, so he knows he needs to lock down the lane, and now TJ's on 5. And on top of that, he's found a rival 9 to play with if he wants to. Shots from Brezzy alert now Carolina to the position over the defense towards A. TJ not able to quite scout him yet, but focus or Carolina can go right back over to B now.
Yeah, you have a lot of time to work with, so let's continuously play for a little bit of information before we even think about that objective, because you know players like 0-4 are always going to put themselves in a position to contest it, and he's able to hit the hop before at least one kill, but Gwyn effective on the trade. Still the man advantage in favor of Carolina. TJ on 5 in a row. He's going to set up this pinch play potentially for this free cruise.
That silence about to expire, but he's seen the target he needs to, and now a cruise missile earned from TJ. Wow, what a flip of the script here from Carolina. So Brezzy will find himself in a 1v3 playing from the opposite side of the site. Maybe a chance up the ladder, but no, Gwyn watching it the entire way, and it's 3 in a row for Carolina.
And realistically, it's all about TJ right now. You said it yesterday, he had 4 first deaths. So far, that's 3 first bloods in a row from TJ. He earns himself the cruise missile. It's 3 rounds in a row for Carolina fighting their way back into this game. And now if you are Surge, that pacing and everything that you had for your initial game plan, you got to throw something totally different because you have a cruise missile now to worry about.
Absolutely. I'm loving what I'm seeing in terms of the immediate adjustments for Carolina. I think this team in the past we've also kind of seen have moments like this, but to be able to pull it in forms of first blood tallies, getting a read on the tempo that Vancouver's trying to throw at you and dealing with it. Beautiful stuff. And this time going to be passive defensive setup here for Carolina. A lot of focus through the mid lane. With just Gwyn playing aggressive, he may have been stunned there, but doesn't dissuade him from still holding his position. The follow-up nades don't land, so he's very healthy here.
Yeah, Gwyn's in a great position to contest over towards this B site. You also have TJ contesting over towards B Street. He is on 6 in a row, potentially around it. You want to call it that cruise, but 0-4 finds the angle for the first blood.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of a misstep right there from Gwyn. He's trying to get extra information at mid. He just gets caught. And now TJ trying to force some sort of a trade. That's not going to work out. Defense holding back now for Carolina, trying to receive wherever this hit is coming from. You've got Hook and 0-4 trying to play through the underground, and TJ's not going to be able to get the timing for it. 4v2 for Surge.
So now Beans and follow the ARs for Carolina. Left to try to clutch on up. Only 30 seconds left on the game clock. Eventually, Vancouver have to commit for these objectives over towards this B site. They just don't want to get caught off guard. And now you have Felony slowly working his way up through bottom pit. He potentially is going to find the angle, but the bomb goes down. He still finds the kill.
He's trying to help him on the cross. Whoa! Nice shots from Fellow. Just can't quite finish off the kill towards Abuza. And now Beans is in trouble top helipad. Decent shots, but can't finish Abuza at range. And now he will be completely taken advantage of over towards top heli. No worries there. And with that, Vancouver put themselves on map point.
Yeah, so far it's been a battle of the first bloods. Whoever has successfully found that first blood has secured the round win at the very end. But with 0-4 finding that angle onto Gwyn, it's a great start off. And then you see TJ gets aggressive up through the B Street. He was just not prepared for the bad timing he was going to get through underground. You put it into a 4v2. You let the game clock wind down. You work that plant. You find the effective trades to close it out. Now you're at game point.
This will feel familiar, though. Carolina brought around 11 back by winning 3 in a row against OpTic yesterday. And they had a cruise missile to help for that. So it just comes down to, can they repeat? And opening nades towards pit are going to land. Hook will drop in Carolina. They may try to go quick here to try to take over the Surge side of underground.
Yeah, and that's beautifully timed right there. And teamwork out of Carolina, because they realize, okay, we're going to get aggressive through bottom blue. Everybody chuck your nades for that first blood. Gwyn also finds his second kill onto the round. So now in a 4v2, you do not have to invest a cruise missile. Here, TJ across the map is able to strike onto Brezzy. Now with Boosa left in a 1v4, but he's in a really good spot.
Gets the first, transfers, doesn't finish off the second. Oh, if he gets that kill, maybe there's a world where we start to talk about the possibilities of this. It's not over yet, but obviously Carolina are now very alerted to where he's positioned. The bomb's been collected and will be tracked back over for a Planet A.
Yeah, you planted a day. It's basically a GG in a 1v3. He's going to be able to find the freebie, though, onto Gwyn. The snap, not good enough, though. That is going to send Carolina at least to force this round number 10. And now on the defensive side, all you want to do is play for the info. No one drop early, because TJ with that cruise missile is instantly going to be able to stop that objective when it goes down.
Yeah, that's the big point about this is I think you can try to set up your defense to play off the cruise in this round. Offensively, they found some pretty decent success. Now, keep in mind the patterns here. Vancouver, their most amount of success in first bloods have been by getting aggressive over towards the B side of the map, whether that be at the alley or more particularly down low in the underground. Can they find a way to get that success again? Bomb being left. They're looking to get aggressive with nades early here.
How fast Hook is playing in towards bottom blue. But they know that TJ has a cruise missile, so that's why they're going to play a little bit safer. Putting themselves in close quarter situations where they can at least keep themselves alive from that cruise missile. That's already been 25 seconds knocked off the game clock. The cruise is going to get invested. This is all the information now gained for Carolina. Do they decide to take the map away from them?
Oh, Gwyn's trying to chase. He's trying to chase down Brezzy. Doesn't find him, though. Cruise missile. Oh, no. I mean, what are we talking about? That is Gwyn down low, near the door. Cruise missile takes him out of the picture, and simultaneously as it being called in, Beans will drop, and now it's a 4v2 for Vancouver.
And Hook's able to find Felony across the map, so now it's a 1v4 onto TJ. Does he have a miracle in him? Positioning already known, and 0-4 is able to close it out with that final kill. Vancouver tied the series up at 1.
over towards the OE. Initial cross.
What
being
the
launched by
fuck?
Beans.
Why did it mute?
Gwyn a little bit deeper. He's able to tally up the first kill, and now all of a sudden, you've got a pinch on the way from Fellow. I mean, this has just been such a quick response for Carolina finding the kills on this pinch.
Yeah, this is probably going to be their last opportunity, and they need a couple kills to make it even possible. Booz is at least able to find that trade on the Fellow. 0-4 off the respawn, is able to catch a second. But this is where you continuously have to be aggressive. The kills have to go your way. Booza setting the tone. Can he find this second? That would have been massive, but Gwyn with the team kill doesn't matter. Still shoots straight, takes down 0-4 as well.
Has to be Brezzy, and well, he's been dealt with by TJ. 10 seconds on the clock. Surge have to sprint. Gwyn holding over towards the A-bomb site. Is able to tally at least some information that there are players across the middle, and that will do it. What a map from the Carolina Royal Ravens. 3-1 the count, and they take the edge of the series.
That is unreal right there out of Carolina. Both of the SMGs who pulled that third.
With our cam operators, what's on the line is not just elimination, but that key possibilities of being crushed at the hands of the Royal Ravens. So let's jump on into the action, friends. Rio, Hardpoint, Vancouver, Carolina, fighting for their lives.
Jumping into the mix fest of this early P1 is going to be Carolina spawning on the preferred side to at least get a little bit of this time. And they are winning all of the trade fights. A clean 4 dead right there from the Ravens, starting off on the right foot.
I'll say. And now all of a sudden, you've got players like Fellow watching long crosses. You've got Beans also doing the same thing with an SMG. Does get caught by surprise. 0-4 slips the net. Opportunity for maybe a break attempt to come through as there are Surge members here amassing from the front. Gwyn up top trying to play off angles, but at least forces out a teammate to come through. Fellow on the cross, back into the mix, and as he does, he takes down Brezzy, and it's more time earned for Carolina.
And that's where, if you are Surge, you find that initial kill through Bottomeskis. It's a 4v3 scenario. Let's just go up in there and try to play these trades, but when a team kill happens, it slows it down. And now Carolina are taking full advantage of it. Flawless here at this P1. Final 5 seconds to fight for. You can already see Felony making those plays early off the rotation in a one-on-one engagement between him and 0-4.
He wins the first, but Hook comes to save the day for Vancouver, who will still spawn on the right side of the map. Trying to push the issue is Hook just a touch, shut down. Brezzy going to take the cross now off boxes. But Vancouver very comfortable here inside P2 setup.
They have all their bases covered. You have Hook watching his deep pinch, but he is going to get some bad timing. But at the same time, TJ does put down a couple shots, but is able to get the better of him. Thankfully, you got the safety net in Brezzy, holding down this box position. Realizing that his teammates are still going to be spawning at least close to the hill, but now the spawns flip. Brezzy falls. You're going to be spawning all the way across the map, and Carolina instantly here for the break.
Really good stuff from 0-4. Oh my! I mean, we're talking half HP being hit from multiple angles, and 0-4 starts to light things up. 4 in a row. Carolina still spawning in the back. Not what you want right here as you look towards the transition from 2 to 3.
Yeah, this is the rookie that I'm definitely looking to try to take over here on a map like Rio. He loves to roam with that rival 9 in hand. He gives his team an opportunity to still try to contest this towards the very end, and they win the rotation over towards New. So now Surge in the driver's seat. Carolina spawning all the way across the map. It's going to take a little bit of time before they can even contest it.
Hook mid-map. Yeah, really well done. Shuts down the cross through mid. Spawns are still good for 0-4 as Vancouver, once again, comfortable in their opening setup. Next hit for Carolina going to be split. 2 through street side, and others just looking for some sort of an entry to get around the back of this play.
Yeah, we're challenging 1 by 1. Both the ARs fall over towards bridge side, so that's already your first spaces covered. Now you just got to worry about this overextension.
They know.
TJ has potentially found the angle, but you're not going to get caught slipping when you're getting every single player on the left side of your mini-map. You have also pressure in towards top mid, but Felony and Gwyn, they combine for 3. The spawns are still going to be here for Surge, but Carolina are in.
Yeah, this is, again, awareness from Surge spawning on that top left side of the map. They know that there's going to be a hit over towards the bottom. 15 seconds to fight for. Beans, Carolina still fighting from inside the hill, and TJ has the last word. Now it's just down to this rotation. As spawns flip hands once again. Hook will be the one kind of going, I won't say rogue, but he's trying to make a solo play happen on an island. He will slow down this rotation to touch for Carolina.
Yeah, he wins the one-on-one on the back, and now you have to put the focus on the back end, and Hook is able to get the better of Fellow as well. So what looked to be like Carolina, we're going to win the rotation over towards New. An instant break comes in. Now Surge take the lead by a little bit. They realize where the pressure is coming in. 0-4 going to challenge over towards the hot dog stand. Cannot be successful in those gunfights. And now to 2v4, you got to ice up.
Problem is, you've got success for Surge inside the hill, and the spawns are going to flip. This may be an opportunity for Brezzy to help out over through ramp side, but Carolina went out the hill. Now it's just down to taking care of Brezzy, who's trying to predict the top corner, but that's not where it is. Doesn't make a difference. 0-4 is there with them, and then re-break comes through immediately for Vancouver.
There's still a lot of time here to fight for. Good chunk of time, 25 seconds to go. And it's still Surge holding on for now, but TJ trying to make something happen, and Gwyn through boxes. He's going to turn it into a 1v1, and 0-4 with the rival 9 is able to secure the final remaining junk time. Now Now you're going to force Carolina early off that rotation over towards New, where they got to make up this game clock.
And this is a moment like you were talking about in the pre-map setup where Carolina are taking a moment. Don't let this tempo take control of you. Get yourself a decent setup. Team kill gets forced, but still, Vancouver through the middle of the map, finding success, and that route from 0-4 is masterclass. 5 in a row, looking for kill number 6, and they have full awareness that Carolina are spawning backside P3.
They're just way too fast right now around the map for Carolina. You either have to match the pace or slow it down. And right now with 0-4 sitting on 5 in a row, the rest of the team still holding it down. Carolina trying to close the series out and forward a potential comeback. Let's step aside and go to listening with Carolina.
Down together, guys. Down together. Wait.
And you on me?
No, drift on. No, drift on.
And one's our bridge there still, and one in you.
No, drift on, guys. Down one.
I need a time, hold on.
What, front 2 down, 1 3 weak. Go to bridge stairs. 2 bridge.
One top mid, 0-4. 0-4 top mid. I see 0-4 top mid. Nice, good job. More bridge stairs.
I'm taking the deep route, bro.
Okay.
Stop solo trying.
Work for mid with me.
Chow together, bro. Wait.
I'm stunning our top SEs.
I'm waiting on the right here. Wait on the right here.
Arcade one shot. He went boxes. Boxes. It's 0-4. He's in boxes in the corner.
They flip me.
Yeah, same
Boxes,
box too.
boxes.
I'm gonna play bridge with you,
He's
Isaiah.
got boxes, bro. I'm not playing bro. He's side door ramp. 0-4. Right, go.
One shot Esky, Booza.
0-4.
Backside bridge,
Info.
top you.
Soda.
I'll go
Running around.
Top you, Hugh.
Done a
Top
5
you, Hugh.
I don't see you.
I'm gonna come side door.
No, bridge stairs.
He's P2 on me, bro.
I'm pitching.
I'm nading soda.
I'm stunned.
Well, you want to figure out where the tempo and the timing start to kind of go awry for Carolina. Every time they try to put together a break, they're losing track of the pinch. I mean, legitimately, the SMGs for Vancouver are just running in from the side and finding multi-kill after multi-kill.
And this is the same issue that they had versus OpTic Gaming yesterday. Losing track of those SMGs is causing them problems. You can already see Bean saying, okay, guys, we got to chow together. But every time they're going for a chow, a pinch is coming in. Vancouver are coming out swinging. They do not want to go home here. They're going to be able to breach that 200-point mark, and they're still not slowing down. Final 10 seconds, they're at P1, but finally Carolina, with those kills in the feed, are going to have an opportunity to properly set up at this P2.
Need to find a first opener here if you're Carolina. Good route being hit, but even still, Fellow doesn't win that gunfight off screen versus Pressy. He would have had first shots in. ChrisMissile gets called, and now the surge from the front are finding success. Prezi, pistol out, not gonna win the initial, but the damage is easy enough to allow Booza to get a trade, and the hold will be tested here for Carolina respawning in.
And Carolina still in, able to withstand that cruise missile coming in. So securing those back spawns. But here comes the pinch again from one of the SMG players, this time with the MCW.
Unreal.
Catches the timing, finds the first, finds the second. Able to at least make it a little bit easier for a potential break for his teammates from that front side. It's going to be Fellow, last player alive. He falls, and it's already job well done. Trying to keep him as much as you possibly can off of this hard point, because you already have the spawns for that new hard point.
Every pinch has been a double kill at least for the side of Vancouver. That one may have been just a window of timing, but here's Hook again. Guess where? On the pinch. That's now some very crucial scrap time for Vancouver to just very comfortably put the map away here with their setup on P3.
I feel like this has been the story of the Ravens throughout the entire season. When they are playing against SMGs who are playing like this, we used to tend to not find a lot of success. As Surge are looking to close out the game here, potentially at this P3 again. Another route being hit out of 0-4. His teammates are waiting around this boxes area. Brezzy effective on the trade, but 0-4 catches the timing.
There's one. Fellow's stuck in the corner. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's legitimately flanks and pinches has been the key to success for the side of the Vancouver Surge. Carolina will get above the 100-point threshold, but now you've got Brezzy playing over towards Eskies unguarded. He's able to find an opener. Now the SMGs can fly. I mean, it is rinse, wash, repeat. Maybe they're born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Oh, my God. And 0-4 is able to find a double with the wall bang. Fellow responds with 2 of his own, but now the spawns do flip. So Vancouver are going to walk away with that final 10 seconds. They're already showing a lot of presence over towards this new hard point, and they have boxes in control. Carolina, they need a break, and they need it quick.
It's legitimate that the script has flipped from map number 1.
Yep.
This is how Carolina were finding success on 6-star, and it's surprising to see it just immediately come back to bite them on a map like Rio. Cruise missile called in will be the nail in the coffin here for map number 4, as no one for the Ravens will get here in time, and we will see all 5 maps between Vancouver and Carolina in the series.
Fantastic way to start the day as Vancouver come out swinging. They keep their tournament hopes alive, and at least are able to force the game 5. But that was dominant, man. That was dominant. When we jumped to a listen, you can just tell that Carolina seemed a little flustered. Being just sitting there, all right, guys, let's group up. Let's go for team chows. Okay, where's 0-4? He was.
Trying to get fucking ready and listen, and it keeps muting it.
Trying to get out, not going to be allowed to. TJ finds a kill. Watch the quick pinch, though. Gwyn is in dark. 0-4 gives away his position. Good shots from TJ, but 4 HP left. Now Gwyn trying to make his move, but he gets seen from Booza, who's watching the pinch the entire time. Quick action. Now the defensive smoke comes through. Do they get a chance to flip this all the way back around? Is there enough time? Brezzy's stuck into a corner. Somehow still up, but Vancouver to come back to him.
And he's the bomb carrier, so you got to try to keep him alive as long as you possibly can. TJ in a very crucial spot if he can find this kill, but Brezzy gets the better of him. 10 seconds to go, you got to plant.
And Fellow, I think he knows that that's the bomb carrier, but it does get picked up. The reset on the angle. And that's enough for Booza to get the plant. Fellow coming quickly, stops the exit from happening. But does he know where the last player is? No, he doesn't. Fellow caught by surprise, but has a chance to turn it. Almost does with the pistol. Ooh, that would have been a tone setter, but instead it's Vancouver who get the opening attack.
The fact that 0-4 was still alive at the end of that round, keep in mind when he jumps back over towards that Cage's area, he only has 4 HP and a dream. He's able to stay alive, keep his team in the man advantage. Felony turns it into a one-on-one, but just simply reads the play wrong, thinking that he walked his way in towards Ice Cream, but 0-4 was playing the tractor. It got scary in that final engagement, but 0-4 gets the better of him. But it all starts off with Hook being the nuke, walking through a smoke grenade to strike first.
And I love that tempo and aggression for Vancouver, getting a read that they can get a deep smoke down. That just puts Carolina's defense out of commission. So a good first blood tally leads to a successful round, although it did come in dramatic form. Now we get Carolina's first attempt. TJ, bomb carrier and smoke player. How does he choose to run this one up? Keep in mind, rival 9 in hand here, so there very well may be some aggression being shown, especially with Gwyn getting all the way over towards Cage.
Yeah, they're already showing a lot of presence over towards B, so how do Vancouver handle this situation? It's both the SMGs ready to strike through mid-dark. You have Beans all the way across the map, playing for that deep pinch, but TJ strikes for that first blood. Now you can start to work that objective, but he doesn't see the door be cracked.
Or maybe he did, and just allowed him to stay there. Shuts the door back onto his face. Abuza able to find the trade, though. So this would be a 1v3, now turned into a 1v2. Bomb is down, and there is a little bit of space for Abuza to play with, just 33 seconds on the clock.
Right now, Carolina are just waiting it out. Trying to get an early read on what he is doing, but Abuza cracks the door thinking that the bomb is definitely going to get planted. Gives him his positioning, and then that forces the repositioning out of Beans. So the bomb is going to go down. Beans just putting down cover fire.
He knows where both players are now, but those tags do not really allow Abuza to confirm that Fellow had moved either back towards Cage or up towards Tractor. Beans still the first one to watch this cross. Abuza trying to find some ground to work with, looking for isolation, can't make contact with anybody. It's just shoulders being thrown for Carolina, and that's a really good response for the Ravens.
Starts off with that first blood, man. It was the answer in that Search and Destroy of the game number 2. Seattle Surge were more successful in that category, so they walked away victorious, but it was a first blood in round number 1 for Vancouver. They take it. This time it's Carolina. They respond, tied up at 1.
Good, I would say just good dissections of the B site for both these attacks. Definitely something to keep in the back of our mind here. We are hearing, though, that the lobby, I think you guys all saw. A little bit of frame action going on. Will have us resetting here. So 1-1 the count. Any other takeaways in those first 2 rounds for you, Jay, kind of evaluating what might happen coming forward?
It was Gwyn. You remember that first round where Gwyn decides to time his flank and unfortunately runs into 3 players from the Seattle Surge. They were prepared for that gunfight. Just those calculated risks that we talked about before the map started. They had to try to go your way. You have to realize that in these moments, the pressure is going to be very, very high. Those little mistakes you cannot afford to have. Battle of the first bloods is always a big thing, but that's, so far, both teams are playing really soft and that B setup. So you might want to change that one up, put someone aggressively in towards broken.
I think you can understand it for Carolina side, no trophies. You just want to make sure you're not getting naded out. But I think you're right in terms of the follow-up decision-making. Instead of trying to pinch through dark, maybe now you have to go all the way around DVD to make sure you stay safe on that defensive retake opportunity, because Abuza was locking it down the whole way through.
Yeah, and it's the same way in the opposing side for Beans, because there's 3 players attacking over towards B. You have 2 island players watching that deep pinch. Just depends on if you could find the timing or the angles to work your way around behind enemy lines. Potentially open up for that first kill, but now we're going to hit that reset where trophy systems, again, not going to be on either side. Carolina going back to the defensive end, where I'm expecting them to invest a smoke grenade to take more ground away from them.
That's fair.
Make these rounds on the attacking side for those teams stall out a lot longer.
That's fair. Or otherwise, if you're not going to play aggressive over towards B Street, maybe you need to commit instead of Beans wrapping back over. He's got to cut through with Gwyn. Oh, okay, so we're actually hearing from production right now that the issue in round number 2 will actually have us resetting with just a 1-0 count for the side of Vancouver.
Ooh.
So that second round will be replayed essentially.
Okay, all right, so you will take that if you are Surge without question. In a 1v2 scenario, even if he wasn't lagging, most likely will lose that round due to the setup that Carolina had, but Seattle Surge are going to be the team going up 1-0 off of this reset. Just want to make sure the game plan is ready to rock. Communication on point. Beans trying to let everybody know of how they are playing on both ends so far. It's just about minimizing those little mistakes.
Sure, and I think it's not even, I don't even want to necessarily use the word mistake. It's just decision making that you just get caught. You know, it's, you know, you've got an idea and it just gets countered. I mean, that's just the chess game that we see right now. Hard to really kind of label and cement any particular phrase over how things have gone, considering we've only seen 2-ish rounds, not even a full second, technically speaking. But I think you're right in terms of a lot of the focus for both these two teams being over towards the B side of the map.
Yeah.
We don't often see a lot of engagement early towards A from either side. I don't think defensively there's really anyone that stands out in terms of we expect this player to always play aggressive into Cafe for those crossing angles. At least none that come to mind, maybe 0-4, depending on if he wants to use a Rival 9 or an MCW on the defensive side of the map. But again, it's hard for us to sit there and say that here's a trend, here's a pattern that we need to watch out for yet.
And I think it's just early information that they're able to gain off of the crosses as well. You're
Yeah, that's a
jumping
good
off
point.
of the
That's a good
attacking side, jumping through mid-tank to see if anyone's pushing up through mid-courtyard, or if they're trying to play around that mid-tank, and at the same time over towards B Street, realizing, okay, they didn't cross to the backside of Bomb. There's no smoke grenade, no one crossing into Broken, so we can take this side away from them, use that smoke grenade to put ourselves on towards the site, and then try to stay alive from all the attacks that are going to get invested, because neither team so far has really thrown stuns or nades right off the rip.
Yeah, that's a good point. And again, utility usage over through the middle of the map is going to be available again with us this restart coming out with no trophy systems being down. So we'll see what Carolina decides to do on what will technically be their second attempt offensively. But again, this is their first offense based on how the score is going to work out.
But they might have a different game plan now, because this time they don't have any trophy systems to keep alive
facts,
over towards that 8 points. So they're probably going to slow down this attacking round just a bit, play off the early information that they're able to gain. You just cannot allow 0-4 and Hook to dominate around that mid-map area.
All right. Well, you can see it. Everyone leaning forward to touch. We're about to lock on in. Again, just as a repeat, due to the couple of issues in round number 2, it will still be a 1-0 round advantage right now for Vancouver. So Carolina's going to get an immediate second attempt at their first offense here as we jump on back into map number 5.
We're already loading into the game. Carolina back on the attacking side, and Abuza all the way across the map. They find that first split. They send 3 players up through the water street. They take that side of the map away from them, and now Carolina are forced to commit over towards B.
This is a good gut check call, though. I think there's a call from the side of B saying that was more than one set of nades. So they're trying to get aggressive over towards the B side of the map, knowing that at worst they've got a 2v1 over here. They show pressure, but they don't commit to B. They're looking to see if they can catch the defense on a rotation around the back.
Oh, and the bomb was potentially going to get put down, but Abuza is watching that cross too from a different angle. And Prezi is able to strike. Now you're going to set up Hook on this deep pinch. It's a 2v4. Felony and Gwyn left to try to clutch on up.
Yeah, that was kind of a crossing of the minds right there, where we either wait on the backside of the play to see if we catch the defense crossing, or we get aggressive to bully out the sole defender at B. Neither really working out, at least not convincingly as of yet. Vancouver now pushing forward. They know exactly where the final member is, and that will be a quick round for the side of the Surge.
Yeah, and I thought Carolina were going to throw a different look right there.
I thought so,
You just
too.
played the same exact attacking round that you did previously, and Beans was putting down shots over at that gas station area. So the communication from Surge is like, okay, they're probably going to throw the same look. If Beans challenges over towards the water street, everybody invest your nades for that first blood. And at the same time, you already had Hook the Nuke pushing his way in towards Mannequin. TJ spots him on the cross, and he knows he can't give up that flank for free. He's just relying on his teammates to find a little bit of success over at that B site, but they find none. Vancouver up 2-0.
Yeah, impressive opening set of nades for the Surge, but of course, Prezi holding his life may have been the catalyst for that round coming through. So again, 2-0 now the count for Vancouver. On to their second offensive.
Red. So like, when does this get entertaining? Tomorrow.
Hook with an SMG in hand will be the one to kind of
Also, what's good? I'm back.
tone and see if they can open something up. As now you've got stuns and nades being tossed over into A.
He just want to make sure no SMGs are going to be playing close, but he does get a hit marker with that nade. So I don't know if he's going to slide out, preparing for him to be close by, but It was able to connect onto Gwyn mid-courtyard. The smoke goes down. Hoops
You want to? I wish, bro. These guys are playing for a lot of money right now.
Who can stay able to stay alive with that? Vancouver worried about the backside of the flank, but there's not enough space for Hook to commit for a plant. They're looking to see if they can catch anyone on the cross, and they do catch Gwyn inside mid-park. That's enough for likely Hook to try to go for the plant.
No, they still do not have mid-tank. They need mid-tank if they want to work this A objective. So you see the timing from Brezzy, slowly working his way up through B Street, but 0-4 gets the better of TJ. Now Hook's turn to find that third kill of the round.
So Ben,
1v4 now for Felony.
Yeah, and they know where he's
they're watching this.
Shots are already landing, and that is a flawless round for Vancouver. I mean, a lot of it looked like the opening nades.
No, I mean right now with me on COD, some matches. Oh no, I'm good, bro. I'm gonna be watching this all day probably.
We got tags. Let's push into the smoke, but instead they don't.
I am good at this moment in time. I appreciate the offer though, brother. I need to turn my AC on. I just got really hot.
But then that's what I love about Surge, especially in
I'm gonna fix how this is looking though. I don't.
When you're finding successful plants, they barely plant the bomb. They
Don't need this on anymore.
Absolutely safe. And once they take that mid tank,
Cam, enjoy the boring day, I guess. Yes, sir. I just can't play COD anymore, bro. Like playing this game 8 hours every day, I just get so mad.
Playing likely for maybe even that rewrap again. You can see what Carolina are
Playing
doing,
pubs and
Beans watching one side,
fucking Rebirth is annoying as shit.
A little bit tighter. But now the focus for Carolina is seeing if they can get Brezzy out of position with these nades. I believe a stun lands, but it's not enough to dissuade Brezzy from holding the angle.
And Hoop the entire time is giving the comms, and thankfully you got a player like Brezzy who, even though if he falls here, taking down one is already job dealt, well done. But he's still staying alive. There's another gunfight right in front of him between him
blow
and
this
Gwyn.
up,
Don't want
but
to get this one up for free, but Hoop catches timing onto Beans. Instant 4v2.
Just sees the barrel of the gun.
See, they put the AK-50 from Brandon on COD. Someone was talking about that yesterday or the day before, I think. Oh. We're gonna full screen this, and then we're gonna go like this,
Very early into these rounds.
and then we're gonna go.
Over towards Cafe. You're watching that initial cross over towards B. Then when you realize, like, okay, Beans got free.
Why does he keep auto muting? I don't like that. That's really fucking annoying. They literally just copy and pasted? Yeah, it doesn't really surprise me, dude.
They are just gaining the info very early into these rounds. When they're getting super aggressive over towards Cafe, you're watching that initial cross over towards B. Then when you realize, like, okay, Beans got first blooded with that nade over the top side of that tank, he's not playing that positioning anymore. They have to be committing over towards this B site, and the fact that Brezzy's able to get one, play his life to perfection.
Bro is yapping.
Teammates to work that deep pinch, find that second kill, and then trap them over towards that B
side. What the fuck is that?
This has been absolute perfection when you talk about the strategy.
I spit like water, isn't it?
Hoop just having a little bit of peripheral vision to see Beans down low is also one of those moments where if it goes the other way, maybe Carolina can continue to push on forward, but not the case. So now a lot of ground that made up for Carolina. Not just finding rounds, not finding kills. It's just been everything turning up in favor of Surge, who have taken a bit of a pause here, try to play a little bit slower, seeing if, again, they can find the early info on where the Carolina Royal Ravens are set up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brezzy was able to spot a couple players cross over towards Broken, so not try to attack this side of the map for free, but at the same time, Abuza taking space over on the opposite side of the map, finds that first blow onto Bean, is able to set up the snap for the second. Another 1v4, this time for TJ.
That is borderline greedy, but it doesn't make a difference when you're snapping like that. Oh, mercy. 5-0 up our Vancouver.
So I thought they were supposed to run.
You can see just the faces fall for Carolina.
They're just completely countering.
I'm so confused. I thought they were supposed to run.
Crossover towards B, so you're not as strong around that middle of the map. And if you're not that strong around the middle of the map, someone is picking up that angle. They're barely putting focus over towards Water Street. Abuza is able to find that timing for the first blood. Also finds the second.
Clearly, I read that wrong, man.
Simply stand no chance. Abuza taking the ground away. Beautiful shots onto Gwyn. That's now what, 5?
Or they have this. They have this set up wrong. I don't know.
On 5 in a row. So I mean, this is one of those rounds where Carolina, you may just say, well, we just gotta do something, just get some kills.
Okay, so they're not overlapping games now. Word.
Opening trade does come through, but where do you go from here? And the defensive setup is still very comfortable for Vancouver.
Yeah, they wanted to switch it up this time around because every single round, Vancouver have been able to take that cafe control away from them, so they don't have an opportunity to rotate back over towards A. And now they're showing presence on this side of the map. You already know that Brezzy loves to play solo man at that B point. Beans is able to get the better of one all the way across the map. Now you're going to start to work this flank.
Oh, little jump up 04 at least catches the noggin of one player trying to play through this mid-tank contest. But he's got to worry about the bomb as well. And there's kill number 6. Does he get out? Oh, he
Louder, please. I got you.
Back into the closet. Not to happen. Brezzy looking for the trade. Shots are out, but cannot fully connect for the kill. Time becoming an issue here, though. And
Is that better?
he tries to predict the rotation.
I got you. Thank you for letting me know.
Does he get the check? Opening shots are decent, but the kill is through, and Carolina get there first.
Yeah, way to switch up on the attacking round this time. Not show a lot
It's
of
weird, bro.
presence.
This website, or
Trade effectively in towards cafe.
I guess I'm still using it, but
at either side if you wanted to commit to
there's a website I'm using that you can use like multiple streams at once. And they yesterday they were streaming like multiple broadcasts. But for some reason today I keep having issues with like they only have this one up, but it keeps auto muting like in this browser source. I don't know why.
Yes, I would pop it instantly over towards
It's done it to me like fucking 4 times now.
Cafe, have like 2 players watching a pinch and just work that plant
So
instantly.
every time I like
See what Carolina are doing here.
the audio will just cut out and then I gotta go like, oh shit, I don't have audio.
Predicting that there's going to be some sort of a call
Fuck.
for the Crews to be played, and here it comes. 04 playing inside of this back bus stop position. Speeds up the Crews, tosses it backside ice cream. Doesn't find any connection, but that should be some mid-map control. Question marks though here as Carolina are able to essentially reset.
Yeah, they didn't want to contest them in towards cafe. They realized that there was at least 2 players around that area. You don't want to put yourself in those engagements when you realize where all of them are. But this time it's 04's opportunity to try to take over towards the water street. Positioning now known. Got to invest in smoke to get out.
Lots of water street control coming through. Gwyn trying to work on that. Oh, the timing here is beautiful for Gwyn. Could he take this to more than one, though? The pre-fire decent, but 04 with the trade.
Oh my God.
And now all of a sudden, Fellow's on 3 in a row. Almost takes the better of Hugh, who now has to work his way through the remaining parts of this 1v3. Nade over towards mid-tank. Clears the space, and he's going to get the post plant.
Bomb is going to go down. Can Beans at least spot him on the eggs or at least put him weak so his teammates can go in for the chow, but Hook's able to at least play his life for now.
Oh no.
Spot him if you are TJ, but Hook the Nuke is going to go for the chow, and TJ makes him pay for it. So Carolina Royal Ravens, 2 rounds in a row. They withstand that cruise missile coming in. They're keeping their hopes and dreams alive.
Well, interesting to see Surge not try to overwhelm mid-tank after they got water street control right there. Like you had called, I mean, it was a crossfire setup to see if anyone out of cafe was going to try to make something happen, but that doesn't actually occur. And maybe you could discredit the fact that, hey, 04 is seen on that re-wrap over towards backside water bridge, but it did feel a little bit odd that they didn't just hold the angle of tank and go for post plant.
Yeah, and keep in mind, it's also 04 with that smoke grenade in hand. He has to invest it not on the site, but for him to simply stay alive over towards Water Street. Would have really loved that smoke grenade if you were going to work that objective, but Carolina able to stay alive. Now back to the attacking side again. They're just going to not allow.
Damn, they're getting aggressive as fuck. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh.
Big pistol battle, and how about the help from Beans? Okay, Carolina starting to show us some.
Honestly, Carolina's starting to wake up a little bit, bro. This is probably the best time y'all to be fucking
You do have a player in fellow.
waking the fuck up.
In position to watch this overextension, but he gives the comms to his teammates. He spots no one cross over towards B, but Brezzy in a very crucial spot.
Does he hear anything? Does he see anything? Hard to say as he now backs up, and the shadow has been seen. Beans will get fallen. So now it's 2v2. Abuza not far off. Bomb making its way very aggressively and very quickly in towards the B site, and this is looking like it'll be a 2v2 post plant.
Keep in mind, Brezzy still has an A to work with, so do Carolina have any trophy systems to keep him alive in this 2-man setup? This is the go-to in the 2v2.
But yeah, Dwarf, you're still there right now. Freaking.
Right now, Vancouver,
Today is like the quarterfinal, so they finally got out of like the qualifying play, and then
now it's going to be about
tomorrow is.
Like you mentioned, a very standard setup.
Tomorrow's the big day.
Nice trade from Fellow. Still staying alive and dancing. 18 seconds on the clock. Abuza up top. Fellow trying to fight.
Snake it up, baby. Snake it up.
Pistol out for Abuza, and he's able to take the win.
Damn. Dwarf's tweaking on a perky, bro. Hey, Lumi, what's good, bro? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? So Surge.
Search and destroy. They showed up with a better game plan in that map number 5. It just took Carolina a little too late.
Surge move on, and I'm pretty sure Carolina just got sent home.
Towards the very end.
What, the Coco?
Here we go, folks.
Very nice.
Well, the thing is, like, I got
Chop
told,
is the number one book
in the
prostitute in
moonshine, where
Kazakhstan.
we found like the moonshine tour is this Coco leads in there.
Takes it for awakening, but Abizi strikes.
Finds himself.
I don't know. I got told up at the P Diddy party.
It's a fucking Diddy party.
The nudist camp.
The counter is on here.
What?
For Boston, no more though. Draza there with a Renetti, cleans up, and now the time.
That look from Abizi as well, right? We're just watching him actually.
It's,
passive.
the postal is
slow, let his teammates get to
161.
Little highlighting example of Atlanta FaZe teamwork.
Oh, 162. That nudist camp up there. That nudist camp up in the mountain.
That they desperately needed.
Nice time.
I got told it's around there.
So these times were completely irrelevant. I don't know why they did
this
that.
time and maybe
So-
bring Purge down. New hard point up. Boston across the map for it. Can they set up in time? Here come FaZe.
A lot of pressure as well on the front side. Snoopy getting very active, except the fact where they lost the spawn. So turn tail and run and make sure you
Fucking
go back and
boasting.
block. You got
Hey, your
Rharbs looking to
boasting
back
breach is going against
on
FaZe
the
right
time,
now,
trying to
bro.
get a little bit of help
Game just
from
started.
Snoop, and looks
We're
like
already at
Boston coming out
P2,
on top with the kills as long as
26-26
they
on
can
Rio.
They've gotta get the trades
FaZe
though.
down.
Snoopy dancing,
It FaZe down bad. Let's go, baby. Come on, Boston.
Good for at least 2, it feels like, in the map so far. He's on a 4 spree. Gets to 6, gets a cruise.
Those were the trades that you needed was on this very man, and there is not a trade to be found. Finally, Cammy shuts him down before he got a cruise. Things got a little bit nervy. Is that rotation gonna be even nervier? Simp takes a route, has the spawns for new, in the fight for the final 20 seconds, Simp really just wants to play keep away.
Second time we've seen Purge pick up a pinch and find himself a sweet set of kills. Simp there. Skeet shoots him out of the sky, going up against Big Wake now also. Will Awakening
Oh my god.
No, he won't. Will Awakening
That was
find him?
gross.
No. But good news there for Boston. You've got a lovely chunk of time. You have the lead for now. The battle towards the new hard point is on. Cammy's
I'm gonna switch where my cam is, bro.
Out of nowhere. Magic as FaZe take the lead.
Yeah, the good news was Boston had lead. Bad news, they're losing the spawns, and they have no pressure on the minimap. You have Simp and number 6, Celium, working together, and each of them get their kills, and Celium's still alive, and Celium not traded out, and all of these Boston players are spawning so far away. And at least you get past Cell, but that is only step 1.
Yep, step
Oh, I didn't pull over my...
in the form of Draz. Oh, Snoopy doesn't check right. Awakening down as well. Draza has 3 in the feed there for FaZe, and this entire time it has been nothing but hardpoint play from FaZe as well. That lead is starting to get bigger and bigger. The next 15 seconds, very important, as is the rotation to the new hardpoint. Bottom side of the minimap, on we go.
Boston not even able to really sniff any contest time on this hill. Haven't touched the point since it
That
popped.
should be
Yeah,
okay.
simply not
Oh,
winning
that's
any
the cameras.
gunfights. They
That's
just
a
got
little
chopped
fucked
down
up.
time after time on the old hill. At least maybe
Time
Steelers can be
after
in position
time.
to at least try to cut off the reinforcements before they get the time. And Boston starting to win some gunfights.
Get
I should
one,
put it
that's good
down,
enough for now.
like,
Make sure you win the trade.
there,
Snoopy
maybe.
getting forward into the fight. Here comes Purge. Can he find these players on the push? Oh, timing's unfortunate. Celium, great work. Now 3 through the garage, into the hard point. Snoopy on the pinch.
Through the
There's
garage.
one. S2. Can he get the third as well? It doesn't matter. His boys are in. Nice shots out of Draws. What a back and forth hard point we've got.
Draws just keep
Purge is 7 and 10.
As well as
Bro is
one frame at a time. Will be looking for
Kinda getting cooked.
It's been 50-50. Sometimes the lag is just the caster
Oh my
view,
God.
and sometimes it's the player. So unbeknownst to us, but the game still flowing.
Yeah, flowing indeed. Well, hard point in the hands of Boston once again. And their setups have not been bad at all. They've managed to hold firm.
Oh, yeah, okay. That answers that question.
okay.
Absolutely, players. The FaZe aren't making moves on the hill.
To FaZe, the first go around, relatively close until P3. Will history repeat itself? Here we go.
I think I legit have a .98 KD in right
Where'd
now.
you pink?
That's not
Where do you
bad at all,
hold
mate. That's
bound?
absolutely not bad whatsoever.
It's not great, though.
Here comes Simp straight into that point. This time a very different look. We saw a Beezy here in the first go around, and it's 3 in the feed. Whoa, it's Simp trying to get everyone. Boston win the
That arena breakout game is pretty fucking fun. We were playing it last night. I think after this shit's done today, I'm gonna hop on that.
What, arena?
Yeah, that game's good.
Yeah, I found
My
out
PC
Boston
enjoys that
played-
game.
Spot, but that plays Cammy's Renetti.
It's nothing but
fell
good
asleep.
vibrations from the Boston
We
Bruins.
figured. I thought you
I
passed
had
the
it
fuck out.
loaded up and everything.
I figured you passed out.
Not letting FaZe
But I
get
was
close,
like,
passing
oh,
the
fuck.
intel to his lads.
I'm
If they've
asleep.
got enough HP, they might be able to take the fight.
I
Happens.
literally went to go put my phone on the charger.
Right now, the substitution's going crazy.
And
Is
fuck
that
the pillow.
rotation for Boston
I was
even
like, oh, yeah,
better?
I
Draws
ain't
the
going
only
nowhere.
man in the mix to really make it
Fair
definitely
enough,
an
bro.
impact, but not traded out. So there's
Hey, man,
Draza
this is a
again,
cheaper
the
place to get
bailout,
lockpicks.
the extra man giving you something, and number 6 now blocking the spawns. A hero play for
Who'd you
Atlanta.
pick?
And he saw
Buddy
Snoopy as
Hole
well. This is
Brown.
huge. Into the point. Guns at the ready for Snoopy. Lovely stun check though. This is still going to be a battle for the new hardpoint. FaZe have come out a little slow after the reset. Draws though. 4 spree, nearly at 5. Great work there from Awakening for the 2. Hardpoint still open for a second.
I mean, still, again, tip it to Draza on that play. Instead of a clean rotation, he at least makes it mixy and allows his teammates to go and get those back spawns.
Bruh,
Boston still have the
I was
lead,
just
but
at
Atlanta
a
FaZe,
one
you're
hit, bro. I
expecting
just
them to
pulled
fight
out
for
my
the
boosting
time.
tablet
You
and
also
then
have
I just
Easy going on a
died.
massive pinch
My
through
boosting
boxes,
tablet.
hoping to potentially flip those spawns, and that is exactly what he's playing for. Snoopy gives him
Bro's
the
yacked
money,
up.
but Atlanta FaZe may be happy for this scrap.
Yeah, you're looking towards P3 once again. So Boston.
Man,
lovely
I had my
restart. Snoopy
seatbelt.
once again finding these players on the big catch. Draws towards the end of the old hardpoint. He and Celium will find those final few moments, but this time the shoes on the other foot. Boston breach. They get P3.
Yeah, trying to turn that beat around, and Snoopy again winning some incredibly crucial gunfights, and now you're trying to stave off
You like
the
those
pressure.
thumbnails I
Easy.
made for the
love
World
to
Cup
see the pace
VODs,
she
bro?
always
I wasn't
provides.
sure what
The
to
best
do with
players in
them,
the
so
world
I
for a
like
reason. Can't always just run it down and fly them.
they kind of
Sometimes you gotta wait
evolved
for
a
the
little bit
teammates,
since I
and as soon
first
as
made
the
them.
time
Those
gets
bitches took a
so
while to
risky,
make.
but Purge guns him down.
What happened?
Brings him down. FaZe still on the back foot. Awakening. Ooh, he got a lot of damage and a Celium there from the hip. Over to Snoopy.
Except
Nice
this
shots
one
and a
is
simp. The second
fucking
man not there
fuck.
for the challenge. On the turn, Abizi picks up 2. 3 in the feed for FaZe.
11 kills for Awakening, and he will
Hey, put
stay
that middle
right
finger
there, at least
down,
versus the
man.
Team kill, but what are gonna have maybe a 25-point game going towards that new time in Atlanta FaZe. Early setup here on the rotation. Simp ready and waiting.
Waiting, just very patient.
I can win my round, hey.
We're gonna go to the bottom.
Bull the whole round, yeah.
And this is where things are gonna get hot. FaZe slowly but surely
crazy.
making the comeback. Not a huge amount of intel. Oh, an Awakening. Lovely work. Fastidious in his approach towards Nu. Can he find Draza as well? Catches 1. Here comes Draz. Lovely shots.
Cutting him off as well, so
Is
he's got a lot
Chop
of help. And Awakening, full sense.
On gang, we're all
Awakening gives you 2
Hell
dogs.
yeah.
He does it, but
Ah.
Awakening right now shooting
Pound
on the map,
town.
but his teammates still need to pick him up for the trades.
Oh.
Cammy
Oh.
delivers.
Miami, yeah. For the hoochie game.
Miami, yeah.
Turbo waiting.
Yeah.
ST bro, I can't play for shit.
Fucking Christ, bro. I'm
Here we
dead.
go. Cammy back into the point. Boston holding it down. FaZe, the pressure is absolutely there. Purge in the feed, brought down by Celium. As Boston have done an incredible job here to hold on. Let's go for a quick listen in with Boston Breach.
Yeah, I'm close right in this corner, Joe. Come look over me. Come look over me deep. Go RNG. Dead. Nice. Initial. Watch out initial. What gonna be top
I say, where's the listening? I'm not hearing any listening in.
B3 cell. He's gonna be top mid too. Nice. Just one on you. Be top bridge. Last guy. Be top bridge. Yeah, don't lobby. Watch out. Ask for a lobby. One bullet. You want top mid? Nice. Don't miss one. I'm getting top mid, Joe. I'm missing Draza, by the way. Draza. Yeah, good job. Right cell. Absolute boys. Sunny. It's the cell and Draz. Just keep this time in the right corner. I'm stuck in this right corner.
Listen into these nuts, haha, get them.
Listen into these nuts. Fucking Christ, bro. Jesus Christ.
He's deep right still. I'm looking at you close right, okay? Yeah, I'll help you mid off spawn. Nothing close up. Nice shit. I'm trying to hold my ear now. I'm right side. Easy right side dead. I'm trying from you. This side dead. I'm one side. I'm trying to zig. We got min zig. I have all zig. Yo, listen, if he pitches, he's gonna go deep maybe. Listen, I have all zig. You're for simp, okay? He's gonna go deep, I think. I heard you have all zig. Okay. Two back zig. BT one shot.
Purge is a pretty good player, man. He fucking, a lot of the teams that he's joined have like progressively improved the teams. Bro's going 9-14, yet they're still winning.
Good comms, it's even better shots.
And he has 17 seconds on time. Like, Awakening is cooked right now. He's 22-9.
highlights as well. They are
That's a rat. Never mind.
picking up kills like that. Boston.
For a second, you had me fucking speaking out, looking over.
Still fighting for this one, but back to P1 we go, and Boston have just held them down. Here's the attack. Purge can't get any more. 3 in the feed. FaZe break them to pieces.
And this is a testament of the moment right now. Atlanta FaZe get a wipe like that. Boston, it is a massive lead. You can take your time for the response, and they do it.
Oh, we're getting sturdy out here.
Now, last man standing.
Yeah.
But just like you're not getting the next 3 seconds, I will try to find you. New hardpoint is ready. Boston are in position. Snoopy locking it down. Here comes Draz through the back, trying to play sneaky. No! Cammy reads it, takes care of business, and Boston are in control.
Yeah, you think Atlanta FaZe might take some momentum? No, Boston breach. This game is looking like theirs. 80-point lead in the time.
Where'd he go? He had to pop his head.
Sweet, they're having fun here in Riyadh. Snoopy still on the point, soaking time.
Oh, what the fuck?
Retreat, what a win against Sim. Holding the hard point. Reinforcements from Spawn on the close right-hand side.
I love that play from Snoop, too. Hop off the time, try to play a guarantee. But there is a 4-man wipe against Atlanta FaZe, and this could be into the most important rotation of the game.
5 on the minimap. Batman, Abizi, looking towards the top side of the map, not letting anyone get towards the new hard point. Final 15 seconds. The battle continues.
Yeah, I had to make myself a little bacon, egg, and cheese this morning, bro.
Okay.
In the hands of FaZe.
Well,
despite the shenanigans from away.
Yeah.
He's having like potentially an all-time map performance right now. He's got 28, and if Atlanta FaZe start fighting back, which they're going to potentially on this show right here, he could be breaking some records.
This is the turnaround. Snoopy. Open.
Yeah, I have my seatbelt on, you fucker.
Cammy joins it. The nades are good. Draza can't get any more.
That was a little one hit, bro.
Purge in.
Still a good play from Snoop as well, just to turn those heads and leaves by his team the time. So Boston, they've done the hard work. They got the spawns. Draza playing bailout again, though.
No way.
3
who owns the recording studio, bro?
Draza is built different.
I'm not going to say it, but he's very, very good. Draza, fantastic work. The 5 spree, staying alive.
Who owns the record company in here?
Can't get it. The 6th now for Draza streaks, and he's shooting.
This is unbelievable. I mean, Draza, again, like 2 massive bailout plays we've already had on this map, but Boston still setting pace.
I'm trying to
FaZe is coming back, bro.
Away what was once a 90-point gap. Now
I was gonna say it was like a 190-point gap. They've almost cut that in half, and they're on new. They're soaking this time. They're gonna fucking catch up to them.
V1.
Oh, Purge is gonna break. Oh no.
Point now.
Trade for trade. That's 3 down for Boston, 1 left.
They're fighting back chance. Let's go for
He's gonna retreat and let his homeboys pull up from P2.
Yeah, she's still here.
Right. Top right. He's been close up. Nice, come on, baby. I have a cruise.
I think he is.
Yeah, I'm front.
Okay.
They just brought this back. That's crazy. Holy shit, dude.
I hope he's there.
I'm gonna use this cruise here. Nice, Tyler. I can play this, Tyler.
Lobby on me. Lobby and Eskies.
Nah.
Listen. What's going bridge trash right now? Is there some time? There's a sit down. I'm a cruise. I'm cruising. Alright, listen. All over time. Red stairs, one shot. On time. Here. Listen, break your right side.
Give me time.
Next one, Cam. Nice.
Damn! Yo, that forward pulled up, bro. Oh, nah. Oh, he's shooting.
I'll help you.
Originated. I don't see him right side hill. Bridge awakening.
FaZe are fucking.
Jumped off low. He's on time.
They're cooking.
Wait, there's something on his body. You can loot.
In this absolute nail biter of a hard point. Locking it down so far, Chance. Things are looking good.
Yeah, Atlanta FaZe, they have just fought back so well. I mean, Draza, again, unbelievable stuff. And now Purge trying to just kill that momentum, make sure nothing funny happens, and they have the numbers for this.
I got me another phone, bro.
This could be game. Purge on the run around. Good shots. Second, no hope. Abizi brings him down. FaZe in control of the point.
Purge should have just stayed on time.
I can hear through the headset. They are so far away, but they're making noise. Atlanta FaZe right
Yeah,
now.
nah, you got do the business guys in the suits. If you kill them, they'd be giving you mad bread.
Oh my god.
Awakening down as well. All four towards the new point, and Boston spawn out.
Yeah, they blocked the spawn.
They blocked the spawn.
The instantaneous reaction, and for the first time.
Yeah, bro, I be getting more money off of the briefcases than fucking selling my drugs, bro.
Four down again. Boston, the same spawn.
I have spawns for new and soaking old, and they just passed them by almost 10-15 points after a 90 to 100 point deficit. That is fucking insane. If Easy's gonna get an
Single bullet to go. The hard point still Simp nearly. Draza, he holds the hard point. The guns are steaming hot. Now 230 and climbing.
They're gonna get this done, man, on P2. Maybe Purge can make the impact on the flank, but Draza the front line.
This is a really good game, bro. Holy shit. That's 3 down. They win here. Yeah, it's done. I played this map enough to know you can't break this after you fucking get fucked like that. It's over, brother.
Nobody home, no nades, no nothing. Map 1. What a banger.
That was crazy, bro.
Invasion is a good thing, though, for Boston to see, at least on the control. It is where they have had the most success.
It's a motherfucking did it,
no time to breathe. We are speed running through these maps. I mean, that's a minute and a half break, and you got to get the gunny back into action.
I think no one's going to be missing a beat in this one. Invasion, though, a very different map. Long range fights, and it changes nothing. Abizi there with a rifle 9 gets his first.
That was 15 seconds. He gets that first blood from
This is a pretty good idea. 2 at A, 2 at B. I like that setup.
Definitely not a record, though, for Tyler Farris.
Let me guess, 5 is a BZ, 7 is cell. Okay, so AR and sub at each site. Okay. Wow, that's actually, I've never seen anybody do that yet on this map specifically.
Finds the first.
Yeah, angle's just too good, and everybody's gonna fall like dominoes. Last man standing for a 1v3.
Nice.
Can't get it done. Atlanta FaZe are perfect, and everybody in that round able to get their kill. Abizi for the first blood, and then I like the angle from Draza. He knows his teammates playing over towards the sort of.
That's what I was saying, but then that man Remy was saying, nah, it's still up here.
The man has been grinding, search and destroy, and by grinding we mean playing lots and
it should be near the nudist colony. But I didn't see any other fucking houses around here.
Give anything away to your opponents, and
it's a motherfucking diddy party.
And now we're just waiting for Abizi.
It should be like a guy that is fucking selling some moonshine, like bottle of some other shit, and then like.
Awakening has his teammates back.
Pressure's on. Will you push though?
That guy's just spawning.
Bomb in hand. He's been slowed down on the inside here, but no one's going to be capitalizing on the damage dealt. So with that said, FaZe still down a man. We slow things right down for Boston.
And this is a gunfight. Neither one of the players are ever going to win. So Sally wants to take a little bit of map space. And Atlanta FaZe looks like they're happy to force this A site. And Celium just trying to be a nuisance. Shots ringing out. No kills just yet.
He's testing your metal with moments like that. Oh, through the smoke, awakening down. Abizi forward onto the bomb site. FaZe with the numbers.
Big Wake is a psycho for that.
He really is, but damn, son. Abizi self find their kills. Cammy now in a 1v1 against Cell. And he's been spotted. Big damage. Anything to throw.
Big damage.
Talk about two players. They have squared up so many times. Might have been many
big
years
perk.
ago, but familiar with each other's game and on a head glitch like this. Good luck with that one.
What?
Cammy, though, backs him
What?
down.
Backs him right down now. Cammy moving forward for the kill. Celium.
Yeah, it's a
Up
big.
and down. Oh, bullets.
Yeah.
Ah, pistol. What a duel. Boston tied up.
Yeah, looked a little shaky there for a second with the Renetti, but Cammy, that's not grow play. He's standing on business, gets him tagged up. And
He's standing on business.
No cover needed. Cammy trusting his shot, and that is quite frankly a very important round for Boston again.
It's funny, two players in the middle of the map, very, very wide open, little cover. Truly was a man-on-man moment there. And Cammy and Celium throughout the years, many fights like that.
I just love to see the confidence again. That is exactly what Boston are going to need. And right now, the ARs have been putting in some serious work for the breach. For the SMGs to pick it up a little bit. Snoopy, that frontline man with the bomb, and Cammy getting some intel.
Intel's very helpful here. Does certainly.
Yeah, let that bitch
inform
rip.
the decisions you make on the attack here when it comes to Invasion S&D. And it has throughout the season, but this time round, might not be on for the first blood. A little slower.
Little stretch.
Really, just no noise being made. If you're on the attacking ground for Atlanta FaZe players to be crawling inside a broken. I mean, 2 players they know are over there defending the B site. And Draza, maybe an opportunity to make a flank. He could pierce this setup. Doesn't have the benefit of the map, and Abizi might just get handed a first blood.
He might. Oh, he might be brought down himself, and here comes Draza to back him up. Oscillates from one side of the map to the other. Tags are there. Cat wins it 4v2.
I love that play from Purge. Him and Awakening.
Nah, we got bring this to like a house robbery or something.
Yeah, big turtle.
Got to get one more to level it up. And this is how it happens. Awakening finds one, stays alive, and the dance is on. Celium getting involved. Can he find 2? Yes. Can he find 3? It's another 1v1.
We're testing
Just have this be pushing up on the hill.
Oh my god.
Looking down.
He was indeed. He caught me aside there, man. Celium on the bomb. Hits the defuse. FaZe take the lead.
Yeah, Purge has had some issues this year down A Street on this map
Not with this
specifically, and add another one to the pile. Never fun. Typically, you blame the second man to fall in that 2 versus 4.
I don't know.
Celium, I mean, he just catches a guy off bomb, just sprinting. I mean, they threw that round away.
That's a tough one for Boston.
They threw that round away.
Might be
That did it. That did it, boy. Fucking right, I am.
5 and 1 on a 3 after that round. The second was so important.
The second
Snoopy.
man in line, Snoopy just sprinting. Where was he going?
He was going towards the park. He was looking for a bit of grass. And unfortunately, down and out.
Damn.
Boston now spreading across the map. 2 towards A, 2 towards B.
A 3v1 to lose that with bomb down is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Not enough. SMG's got to pick it up, and that is not the start you were looking for.
Should not be losing that.
It's a good thing for Snoopy, though. Managed to get himself on the board also. Celium, will he get 5? Oh, my goodness. Look at the aggression
Damn,
here.
they still haven't fixed this fucking shit yet.
Here to help as well. Celium might be in position for the
Rharbs, I love
pinch.
playing Plunder and then seeing Diddy Party Old Town.
Lol.
As well. Player just
Did it
I
party.
don't quite know if Draza had the angle, not for Dark, but for the flank he does. Snoopy.
Because all the contracts are giving $500.
For Cammy, you cannot afford to give Celium this kill.
Boy, guy does. Celium finds the last. That's a cruise. Very, very early on in the search.
That is worst case scenario, without question. Celium picking up 3 in that round.
A little mild frustration there in the face of Cammy, so a slight shake of the
Rharbs
head.
Donald Chop, but he's
That
a
was
prick.
a tough round for Boston. They were picked apart individually. FaZe.
What? Why?
You have to worry too much about being traded out there.
And
Why
that's
is
what I'm
he?
saying, too, as
Damn.
well, about like testing competitive resolve. There was no fear on the trades. It's a very flat round, and starting to hand some of these away, especially the one before. I mean, a 2 versus 4
just
at
look
this
at
level
him.
at this time of the year, simply unacceptable.
Oh my god, bro.
What is acceptable, though, is a big old hit towards the B-bomb site. We haven't seen too much plant action aside from the 1 round there from Boston.
Oh, is he in?
Can lay the objective. Abizi, you were so close to getting another
Is he
first
in?
blood, my son.
Yeah.
He's mixing it up. He doesn't want the same resolve, but now he's got 2 players to deal with, and Purge catches him.
Trades. Celium versus Awakening.
Oh my
Another
god.
massive win. That's
Okay.
8 in a row now for MC.
This is a record-setting performance potentially as well. And he's just punching through this snow. Yeah,
Chop
Celium is
asking if
twisted.
he's
He
in
is getting active.
WDYM by dad.
And sees the code. Very few players look this
Celium
good.
is 10 and 1.
And Celium now waiting for it, but bad news for FaZe.
He's reading the
You've
play?
lost track of
No.
the Boston boys.
And if they plant, he could just call in the cruise missile for the retake, force both these players into ice cream, and then just trap them in. I mean, you want to clear.
Not
a
even
little bit
worth
of space
calling it in.
Make that play in the comms between.
Y'all
Celium and Sim,
retake
then
this
go for it.
easy.
Gonna have to be perfect.
This could well be it.
Because
Safe space to do
if
so.
Snoopy falls at point and they're both on B,
Save the cruise.
it's over.
Here come FaZe. 2 by 2.
Oop.
Check every corner. You know exactly where Snoopy is. And here's
Push
Hope
the
you know
tractor.
mechanics.
Push the tractor together. Stack it.
Reinforcements
Stack
from
it.
Cammy on the way.
Yeah, knock it on bomb.
You have to jump the bomb soon. What can Cammy do from this position? He takes the fight. And
He got it. Wow.
Nice wins. Good angle for the plant spot as well. I got a little bit nervous about the cruise play potential.
Yeah, like I even checked over here too.
Not electing to go for it.
I didn't see shit.
And if they had a little more time to work with, maybe could have gotten something done. But the play on point there. Cammy was distant in the back palace.
That was a good play.
So they knew they had the angle.
Chop asking if he's in. What do you mean by that?
Oh shit, my head popped. Hold on. I have an ill little headache, bro. Hold on.
Fucking Christ, Dwarf.
Goes down swinging.
Hold on.
Nice round there from Breach.
If we've learned anything in this game so far,
Fucking did it, buddy.
Cammy in the clutch.
Alright.
Harbs,
My
this
bad.
all you
I
guys
had a
do
little
is
headache there.
No, after this shit, I'm playing Arena. But after this is done, I'm gonna probably edit 1 or 2 videos quick. Have a little intermission. Just so I don't have to do it tonight.
Just a minute to play.
And I can actually get some sleep.
Rolling through as well. Snoopy. Oh, gone. No.
Yeah, dude, mechanic shot, bro.
Coordinated attack, awakening. Oh, right through the front.
Now that I kind of got a little bit of a gist of what I'm doing.
Man, you should play Plunder with me, LOL.
I'm good, bro. I don't fuck with Plunder. It's too easy. It's too, like, I don't know.
In the sky, forcing it, and unfortunate now, we might trust him in the clutch, but a 1v3, too much to deal with. And for Atlanta FaZe, I mean, a good use of the cruise missile. Maybe you didn't necessarily need it because you have the 4v3, but for an
Are you streaming right now, Chop?
round, you are happy to guarantee it.
Should be, damn.
Now in this game.
Yeah, it's whether
Diddy
to allow the
Bode.
bomb to be planted or to go for a retake. Word to Clayster.
Too easy bullshit, I can barely get 1 kill.
Secure the round win. And there's a smile or two there on the faces. A
Skill issue, maybe?
And an unbelievable run from Celium so far. 11 and 2. All of his kills.
Skill issue, Pelly, maybe, Pelly?
Now they get to go back to the comfort of a defense on invasion as well. Boston, not necessarily.
I made gunshot.
Technically a must-win
Nah,
round,
it's SBM.
but based on how the map plays, you gotta get this one.
There was so much on KO, I can't fucking remember what the fuck is on there anymore.
Now, for FaZe, they're going to be in position here to take on all comers.
And if Boston move this direction, they're just going to walk into an absolute trap.
Yeah, it's an interlocking fields of fire. It's going to be a kill box just on the bottom side of the street. Simp forced away for a brief moment, and that's a piece of utility gone.
Plus, most of the time I either get no teammates or dog shit ones.
Why do you think I don't play the game anymore, bro?
Worked out perfectly. You managed to walk away with a pick. Non-traded indeed, but FaZe now turn defense into offense. And Abizi's managed to get behind.
Because I'm sick of fucking dropping 10+ kills and
wins the fight.
getting shit teammates that can't get trades.
They have lost a 2
And then we die. It's
bomb down at A before though, and it was Simp and Selim, the exact 2 players that broke him down.
Yo, Fox, what's good, gang? I am well, brother. Fair enough.
Towards the back. Oh, Cammy, can he catch another?
How you doing, Fox? How's your day going, bro?
Finds it. All down to Celium.
Yeah, shout out Cammy. Yeah, Cammy locking it down, stepping up for the team as well, just to make sure you keep it a guarantee. And a must-win round there for Boston. You can't afford to go down.
I quit my security job last week. Oh, damn.
Round there.
You get a new job or something?
No. And get it done. Shout out to Purge as well. 3 first blood so far on this map.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying.
I was gonna say, bro, ain't no way. I'm like,
a little hydration again.
Have to drive that home as a round win. Here's a quick look at the replay.
I was gonna say, bro, he was just here. Last night, bro.
In the middle of the map,
This is some bullshit.
And Boston, they thrive in it. So a 1-round difference as Boston mounting the comeback.
Yeah, and you saw the
I mean, dude, we can take.
I'm just gonna deal with that company's bullshit. Fair enough, bro.
I can fly one of those jets and we can fucking get down there.
That's a first death.
He's got that boom.
I kept trying to rob him. I'm Jesus.
And awakening over by the bomb site now. Has a trophy already.
Like they were cutting your paychecks? Is that what they're doing?
Hey, if you go to the airport, we can steal a jet and then you can fly there.
And what are we going for here? This is the old smoke and joke. A lovely setup there from FaZe.
Pretty much, yeah. Wow.
On the inside. And Snoopy.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
A different position. I wonder if FaZe are going to read this.
I've been. I wouldn't say I've been there before, but I've experienced something almost like that. Which was really shitty too, because I was trying to get my apprenticeship, and then it just kind of completely fucked it for me.
And plenty there to send Simp in for the kill. I was hoping Snoopy would have the read. Like, you know you're going to be surrounded. You just got the kill. They're looking for the trades. But obviously, with Atlanta FaZe players crawling around you, not easy to get that done.
Oh, here we go.
They kept telling me that I was working on certain days, but I know for a fact that I was there. Hey, what the fuck?
Oh, it's spider colors, bro.
Maybe time for another classic Purge first blood.
So they're basically telling you that you weren't there when you were.
Mero Diablo,
Interesting.
Him come out on top, but the fact that they're back against the wall.
Funny how that works.
Round wins. This is a tragic situation.
It makes invasion so much harder. And there you go. Purge looking for his first. Plenty of eyes. Big stun. It does land. The smoke is going to obscure the play for a moment.
Oh, some grabo, bro.
Yes, Salim is there. A big nade from downtown. Stays alive for a moment. Awakening there to
Yeah, and there's cameras all over the building, so how can you tell me I'm not when there's actual... Yeah, that's crazy.
Kemi dodges the stun. Draza now going to make his way.
It'd be different if you were like in the middle of nowhere and, you know, no one really had
while still trying to fight off FaZe.
visual proof, but...
Yeah, she probably doesn't even know what the fuck is even going on, man.
That's so fucked.
Are you ready for the close play? Not at all.
Oh shit! Yo, wait. Before we go down there,
It's falling to pieces.
swinging,
and he definitely went down on his feet and not on his knees.
I'm trying to remember where the fuck this spot is.
It's just a team you cannot afford to make mistakes against. It's a 2v4. Simp and Selly.
I don't know if you can you see that?
Just gives you something extra. 14 kills on the map, and Cell had 3k damage.
Who do you think will be the team to go all the way? I definitely think OpTic or FaZe are going to make it to the grand finals for sure. Might even be both of them versus each other, but I definitely think it's going to be one or the other. FaZe hasn't dropped a map this tournament.
Nah,
FaZe is currently... After that map they just played, they're now 8-0 in this tournament overall. Like, they haven't dropped a single map.
Behind us, there's a guy. That shit is hella far, bro.
I'm starting to just literally just crunch clips, man. It's nah, I just got in, bro. Okay, he got a. It was a 3v1 for Boston, and fucking Boston had bombed down at A. S&D. This is Control, same map. And he fucking killed all three of them and defused the bomb.
Does get chopped down, but Awaken is here to stop that clock.
Like, what the fuck?
Great moment there for a BZ to catch Purge. You'd have two players on the A zone right now, and you'd be looking at real trouble. The B zone giving up for a moment.
God damn, yeah, bro. It was nasty. It was right in the P1, right behind the tank. It was fucking gross.
And then he goes a little bit too slow, and Snoopy just gonna get traded out, not prepared at all. And this could be a under setup. Sally wins the gunfight. Had a little bit of coverage, and right now you gotta work your way.
Yeah. Are they like overhauling a bunch of shit?
Still two members there by the tank fighting for
nice.
BZ. Oh dear, he turns away at the wrong time. Will he turn back and just absolutely melt them?
Rharbs, there's a dope ass game that's coming to Game Pass.
That's my thing.
Well, so okay, you're at least able to stabilize. It could have been a tragic situation on defense, but
nice.
we have opportunities.
Oh, that's good.
Doesn't mean these players aren't still there.
What's the game, Dwarf?
The middle of the map now to pick up the pinch, and Kami just turns at the right time.
I'm talking to Dwarf in the chat.
No need. Purge is there.
What game are you talking about?
Second segment of B gone. Chance. We'll have a minute and 38 if we can capture B.
Yeah, and I love Purge's arrow on the minimap as well. You can tell he's a very smart player. Nice flanks coming through. However, on the gun skill front of BZ, quite literally might actually have the best shot in the league. He's an SMG player, so it's
maybe. I know there was supposed to be some bullshit about all the CODs going to Game Pass.
Here we go though. In this one, Boston have got another solid hit at this.
But yeah.
When they're down two players at half strength, there's no way they make it across the map.
Yeah, honestly, never cap B. That is tough.
Yeah, they got close, but absolutely.
They have to get B, bro. Y'all gotta get on that.
10 on the clock.
Forward you go, lads. Heads up play to check the flank, but you've just got to get a body closer to the point.
For sure, bro.
The tags. Damage is there, and so's the capture. Nice win, Boston. They managed to stay alive.
Oh, that's massive there from Snoopy. Big pick up and nice little 5-3.
Did you see all the H2M?
About that and with the added minute.
Shit, I still can't believe they did that, man. You can get it illegally still. Like, you can just download the Modern Warfare 2 remastered off of the website that you showed me, and then download the files to the fucking H2M mod, and it works. Tiki fucking did it last night. I was watching him play in the... Yeah.
Purge finds another, so now
pretty funny.
Fight your way forward.
Yeah.
Still running the hotel, finding the kills, but 30 on the
because they sent out a cease and desist because they were trying to like legally plug the H2M mod through Steam, and they were saying the publisher of it was Activision. Like they were plugging, like saying like, oh yeah, okay, you gotta buy the game, the remastered, and then they were gonna do the mod through the Steam workshop or whatever. But Activision just, you know what's crazy, bro? There was like 2 weeks to 3 weeks build up on it, and then the day before all the servers were gonna go live for the mod, they fucking pulled the cease and desist. So what's even crazier is people spent money on the game. People spent money on the game, like Savage, for instance. He spent money on the game. He played it for 5 hours, like trying to get used to it or whatever, and now he can't refund the game. That's fucked.
Said there for Boston, they know exactly how that round went, and
that's also just like Steam's like fucking.
It is. You have to. You what is it? 2 hours or 3 hours? I thought it was 2 hours. I thought it was 2 as well. We searched it up yesterday, but I don't. You can literally just search it up on Google. Just search it up on Google. It'll literally say. But
Did you know that MWR?
If you don't play the game, yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's almost worse than like.
It used to be 3.
I see that as being worse than BSG, like rug pulling their shit. Like, at least BSG gave people PvE. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, at least they fixed what they did. Like, COD, like Activision's like stepping in and literally pulling the rug with a cease and desist. And like, oh, 100%, 100%. I get it. No, it doesn't even matter, bro. They made money on it. They made over $100,000 on the game within like fucking 2 weeks, which is crazy.
That's a scary moment. That second tick so close to rolling through, and in the meantime, I mean, Atlanta FaZe as a whole happy to leave a BZ across the map, and Draza happy to be the roaming slayer. Boston continually caught off guard.
Yeah.
Through BO2's life cycle, there was still like
people playing that fucking game. Oh yeah. People still play that shit on the fucking 360.
That they'll make that game and that there'll be people playing that game for years to come, and they can't, like, it is about the money and then it isn't about the money, but they won't be able to monetize it like they do with their newer game.
No,
so
not at all.
That, like, if you look at when they came out with MWR and Infinite Warfare, MWR and Infinite Warfare had the exact same amount of player base on it. And it screwed them, and that's why MWR became like a huge DLC game with a bunch of DLC guns in it.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is shift the player base to play on the concurrent game that's being played. I understand it, so they can maximize their money through the store and blah blah blah. Like, I get it. It's just fucking the way that they just went about doing the whole, like, I get it, you have to buy the game through Steam and all that, but it was just
Rharbs, you asked about dope
fucking whack.
And I give you info above.
Sorry, we were yapping. You forgot the full name. Oh, that's good info. But I remember it's called Soccer, you know, however you spell that. Heard it?
But yeah, one shot purges there for the trade.
Back in there. Oh, Cammy. Beautiful shots with the MC.
I need one more tick.
5 seconds to go and still a single segment.
Kxpture as well. I mean, those stuns are sort of tipping the push as well. So Snoopy, good play here. Ironed up, wait for the kills to roll through. As help from Awakening. Great coordination between those two. Snoopy, maybe a little bit of an overheat, but at least you get the intel.
So right now, 8-8 on the life count.
Oh,
The win here.
Awakening's been shooting pretty good today too, bro.
Now going for the deep hit
Even though they're kind of getting slammed right now.
It's coming out on November 10th, which is 3 days after my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Can't let anyone through.
Kind of like around an S&D as well. Purge gets the call out, one shot, goes hunting.
Oh!
Activity and gives you a big 2. No reason.
Damn!
Boston, but there is no time on the clock. Good news for
That was
Boston.
fucking gross.
Bad news for Boston.
Jesus Christ.
2 extra ticks at A. So Atlanta FaZe, that is a still strong offensive round.
We highlighted the fact that defense on invasion typically what you want. But that does mean you have to show out as much as you can in the offensive rounds. Capturing segments, the team with the most will secure defense for the final round. And that's the way we're trending.
Yeah, Boston, though, on their first offensive round, showed signs of life, right? Purge has a couple nice flank plays. They sort of toyed with the idea going to the A zone, created those small windows of opportunity. And that's not easy to orchestrate. And maybe a situation on the minimap where they could do the same thing once again. Purge and Awakening roaming towards mid. Depending on where the kills roll through, they can make a play. But Atlanta FaZe, you can see that defensive setup. 3 players by this A zone. They do not want that window of opportunity to open.
Number 1. Number 2. Awakening with the beautiful shots to start this one off. Purge is in. So sneaky. And that's the game plan.
Rharbs horror game you should play is still wakes the deep.
Gets it. Keeps the capture going.
Oh, he nearly did it. Cammy,
Wow.
I guess, didn't get him weak. That is a tough moment, but Snoopy can keep it up. Knows he has one player.
He's got to stop them from getting that 8 tick.
Like 4 or 5 hours long.
Nice, he did. He did.
Awakening back to old
Snoopy got that kill there. That would have been pretty fun.
Lovely work. It's honest work, but someone's got to do it. And Awakening after. Okay. He's back at it, folks. Big Wake never left.
I mean, that's the player we've always wanted.
You can. I didn't even realize you can shoot through that wall right into that door frame. That's. I mean, it's.
Yeah, he's scary.
I think about it's pretty brain dead. Like, pretty simple, but that was a nice kill, bro.
Never forget Awakening vision. We just saw it there, folks. Over to Purge, though, still keeping this side of the map as safe as he can, waiting for his boys to get this. They can get into the point, but now you've got FaZe with a man advantage. Snoopy's got to get 2 here to really make this capture possible.
Yeah, he's waiting for a little bit of help as well. They have the intel.
There you go.
First kill rolling through, and
that's
someone
it.
should at least be able to stop the zone. That's the 2
I was
UX for
shooting.
Snoopy delivers.
Bad news, Cruz. Even worse news. Draz is on the flank. Connects upstairs. Doesn't manage to find a kill. You've got 2 segments on the way out of B.
I love the position on the minimap. Sim just making sure he's got the A streak.
Draz is about to get blicked.
Playing a little bit of a safety net.
Like 4 or 5 hours long.
Down
Damn.
Draza, 3 in the feed. And look at those Boston arrows moving.
They're running. They're flying forward. Snoopy gets a kill. Now to the players on spawn. Can Snoopy catch 1 or 2? That would be perfect. But the next fight is going to be so important for Boston.
It's just the second wave. You're looking for the second wave of kills.
Oh, will Snoopy check close? No, he doesn't. Abizi and Draza get there. Simp as well. Awakening last man down. FaZe now fight forward.
Such a good opportunity, instantaneously squandered.
Ooh, that's such a tough. I mean, you don't want to hear anything squandered in a game of invasion like this. Sim, good for 2.
Did you read Dom-esque above that one?
Zelium keeps FaZe. Boston slowed again.
About the horror game? Yeah. Yeah, I read it out loud.
Towards the bridge. That's such a tough moment. They actually made the perfect play. They got the wipe. They got in position, and then they just get ran.
Okay, Snoopy wins a big one.
Damn, I need to clean out my ears.
Now fighting out of this position. Snoopy's got good time.
It happens, bro.
There for the wins. You've still not got a player on.
It actually happens quite a bit.
For this position right now. Can they get out? Can they get to the A zone?
That's why I read out people's messages as I'm reading them, because then when people go like, "Oh, you didn't see my message," and it's like, brother, I fucking read it out loud.
You just gotta sprint for it.
Great, works out good. Alright, because then I can in turn call them out.
5 seconds, and man, Boston didn't have a lot of time, but they fought for their chances. FaZe.
But FaZe is 1 round away from sending Boston to losers.
Back against the wall, and of course, they didn't give you anything extra. Boston, if there is a hope and a prayer to get defense for the final round, they are going to have to body them on this defensive round.
It has to be so good. It's a great invasion from both teams. We have come very close.
Yeah, I can't help me not being able to hear most shit cause my brain just disconnects sometimes, lol.
Production in the damage department.
Happens,
Boston
bro.
lacking somewhat there. They're going to have to turn it around here in this round.
I just know for Boston, when you're going against this team, it's a 4-man effort. They have just not shown enough.
Not over yet, though. The lady ain't singing just yet. There's FaZe.
Oh, it's gonna be over, all right.
On the B side of the map, they were waiting for an hour or two to show up, and they do. It's trades either side, but still the capture is done. Nearly. Oh no, that's bad news. And aBeZy somehow doesn't take any damage. Snoopy from the top rope.
Oh, Selim.
Oh.
He's over here making the play.
I keep forgetting it's 10 in the morning. Normally it's like it's like 3 in the afternoon for me right now. So this is fucking like it's been really hard to adjust it, watching this shit early in the morning.
Really quiet and it's actually nice.
Well and truly safe over by B. Now trying to redirect the attention towards A. Reinforcements flooding through the top side of the map.
Even his hipfire bullets connect.
There's been a lot of hipfire in this series. I mean, an inordinate amount. And FaZe in particular winning fights like
on
that,
B.
They might know something we don't.
And they've already got the defense for the round 5 guaranteed. But frankly,
Rharbs,
they
you a
still have
bitch.
so much time on
No,
the clock.
you.
The solo B capture in this level of activity. This could be a round FaZe end up winning off of the kill count.
I mean, look, don't go to the final round if you don't have to, I say, FaZe. Cammy battling back. Simp has been isolated on this 4 spree. Here's the fight. Again, there's something. There's something we don't know. The Phenom, no. Awakening gets it, stops the cruise, and now you've got to hold the line.
Oh, poor Purge. You just never expect.
Rharbs, I always need to drip a little bit of insults if I'm just chilling.
Oh, man, and that is saying something. 21 lives to FaZe, 17 lives, Boston Breach. FaZe with a moment to kill here.
Nobody's really going crazy.
Before they get going. Awakening holding it, but Boston are defending this very deep in their spawn.
Okay, that kill was crazy.
And somehow simply wins the second.
And again, shots like that in awareness might be his best trait.
We'll keep an eye out for more of traits that make him a brilliant player, but right now his teammates are going to be the ones to fight forward. Big damage from Purge. Keeping the defensive line as sound as he can. Selim's there for it. Snoopy finds a big one. FaZe stopped again.
Just caught down immediately, though. I mean, just caught in no man's land in that moment in FaZe. This swarm is unbelievable. And again, Boston, they have 11 lives, and there's 53 seconds left in this round. They might just lose the game at TDM.
They're trying to slow it down. They're trying not to take as many fights as they can. Problem, aBeZy wants those fights. Draza gets those fights. Cammy now caught out in the open. They've got to
all the timing.
It's time to turtle up. Try to reinforce. No, aBeZy and Sal get the kills.
This is where they're going to get on.
Yeah, this is going to be GG. I mean, 7 lives, and you stop the clock, and you see they don't need to
Cool
stack
floor,
it,
JK, I don't know what to do, I'm bored.
Boston trying to hold it. Can they get inside? It's going to be a cruise for Sel if he finds it. Yeah, that's that. Cammy, he's up next. He and Purge now trying to get the break alone. aBeZy's there for it. Snoopy last man. The wall bang, the Renetti. He's got to get moving soon. The
it's over. They're going home.
Here it comes.
Win the impossible. Good luck with this.
Selim's got a Predator missile too, bro. Oh my god. Selim's got a triple kill with a Predator missile.
Cammy, the last fight of Boston Breach is nearly done. There's simply no way. 25 seconds on the clock as Cammy does everything he possibly can here.
He's cooked.
Heroic finish. But Atlanta FaZe simply too much. A sigh of relief. You did not fall prey to the underdog team here at the Esports World Cup. FaZe fight onwards.
A very interesting series, though. Going into the new season, the final time we get to watch those players for Boston. A memory that will stay in my mind, but for Atlanta FaZe.